course. There's the broad, there's talking about getting rid of this, but then there's what it actually does for people, including affecting businesses. Joining me now is Andrew Purcell, owner of Corridor Newtown, a bar in Sydney. Thanks for your time. How is this affecting you right now? What's the blow to your business?
Well, we're locked down at the moment as per guidelines through the government. Obviously, very difficult. We're not the only ones. There's a number of us in this area. It's a hospitality hot zone. So you know we're very mindful of us trying to get to the end of this. We've already had one false dawn, but we're looking forward to everyone trying to commit to getting rid of this virus as soon as possible.
I know early on in some of the lockdowns, particularly in Melbourne, you know, businesses could get creative and people were getting cocktails delivered and so on. But does the novelty wear off? Do people sort of stop ordering that sort of thing once you get sort of longer and repeat lockdowns?
Look, it's probably something that, not so much a novelty, but there can only be so many places doing it based on the foot traffic. That's the thing that's sort of killed the area, is that people have got to make a decision whether they're going to leave their house or not leave their house. And, you know, if the risk is that you could possibly transmit the disease and not help get an end to it, then people are choosing not to leave their house. So it becomes a whole different business model, becomes a whole different activation in itself. So it's not something that we've done, but we know there are other bars in the area that are doing it, and, you know, all more power to them guys.
So the situation right now, 3 weeks of lockdown, apparently business going to get some certainty in the next couple of days. What are you looking for? Because I guess the problem as we sit here, we're 5 weeks into winter. What can the government say that can actually assure you that there won't be more interruptions?
Well, it doesn't seem to matter what they actually do say, because it changes week to week. So we're just looking for some sort of clarity. We obviously know that the government are potentially working against part of the community who don't believe in vaccination or masking. We're just hopeful that everyone pulls together and we can see an end to this, because it's quite damaging in regards to businesses that are SMEs, small and medium enterprises, that don't have big corporate backing and don't have unlimited funds. You know, we sort of work very much in the gig economy where it's a week to week, month to month, and, you know, we just want to get some clarity around how we get to the end of it. You know, we don't really necessarily like seeing our politicians counterproductive against the Australian Medical Association. We just want a clear message, and we just would love everyone to buy into it over the next 2, 3, I think it's going to be longer than the next week, but the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, and everyone just get behind trying to eradicate it as best as we can.
What did you make? I'm not sure if you heard it, we played the Health Minister saying before that, well, if people don't obey the orders, and Gladys Berejiklian backed this up, you know, next 9 or 10 days are crucial, we might just have to live with COVID out in the community and go to the living with COVID phase a lot earlier than planned, I guess. The plan is, you know, October, November, December, more vaccines here, and we can do it then. What would you make of doing that early on?
Yeah. Oh, mate, look, I'm obviously a proponent of trying to look after as many people. I'm community-minded that way. It's easy to be selfish because obviously the bar is under a lot of stress and my business is under a lot of stress. But, you know, if you're talking about dancing with a virus and attempting to try and minimise the amount of people you lose or the amount of people that end up with long-term morbidities and health issues, I've got to be against trying to eradicate it, mate, rather than live with it. I just don't see how there's a formal response that can be undertaken. It's very much a hit and miss. Attempted herd immunity. It's all new. It seems to be a complete reversal to what they've been trying to do. Hopefully they've got contingencies and ABC plans in place, and they communicate them to the community correctly, and everyone understands what's going on.
How's the business support finally that you know of so far? What difference will that make for you?
Oh, very much so. I mean, they've put a proposal in regards to us being closed for up to over 2 weeks. There's the impact on your turnover. There'll be a payment readily available off the back of that. They were good last year with that as well. Obviously, because it was a 6 to 9 month close down, it didn't last long enough. Even though it was a good contribution, I think the thing for me is that the casual worker tends to miss out a little bit. That's the hardest thing for us. I'd like to be able to tell my casual staff that there is something there for them. You know, we can give them X amount of hours a week to come in and do medial trade jobs or different things like that. They've got, they're out there wandering around not knowing where their next amount of payment goes. And I guess they're going straight to Centrelink to try and get back into that situation. But I'd much rather have them around here just trying to work together and making sure I can take care of those guys.
Andrew, we hope the beers are flowing again soon. Thanks for your time today.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks very much.